Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. There's the whistle.
Well, Peter, I reckon Dragan Stojkovic will be important here.
He's not the biggest necessarily, Jim, I suppose, but he is a multi-dimensional player.
Yeah, I think he'll have a busy time going past the opponents. I think he has great ability to play anywhere across the front line and deliver key passes at the right moments, so that makes him stand out.
And his tendency is, of course, as his coaches have said, to keep things simple and to be utterly unselfish.
Yeah, it's certainly known for that too, and quite a rare gift in a player so technically accomplished.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Nicely weighted ball. Shot a goal! And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And it's Berbatov. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Shevchenko. Deftly away. And he's there to retrieve it. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's a key interception. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's heaved it away. And here's Shevchenko. Serginho. Borussia Dortmund still without a single shot on target. And here's Shevchenko. He's found the way through. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Borussia Dortmund really could have done without this. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Yeah, in truth there, it was carelessness and I think a little touch of panic, Peter, in that challenge. That usually leads to something unwanted.
So perhaps now the breakthrough. Just one winner. Not much more than a formality.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Impressive jump! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Berbatov tries to pass it through. Chance! And it's been hooked away. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Over to the right flank. That's where it came from. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Mateus. Now it's Shevchenko. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Well read, nice interception. Edmilson. To McAllister. Now it's come to nothing. Shevchenko, and Shevchenko! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And we have our very first corner. Shapes to shoot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Out towards the flank. Knocks it into space. And he's whipped. Towering header! And he hits the net! Into the lead once more! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Superb timing to generate that power. Threw a really strong neck behind it. And he gave the keeper little opportunity.
Number 23, Andrei Shevchenko.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's hit the woodwork and out! Akanji. Fernandez. Turns back here, probably the best option. Lacked a decent finish.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Fernandez.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
That has ended up in no man's land. Mateus. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. McAllister. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And that brings the first half to a close. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Borussia Dortmund can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Rijkaard. And it's Berbatov.
Cafu promptly onto that, and that is that.
Shevchenko gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Rijkaard.
Driving on and making good progress.
Right, Shevchenko.
That has been cut short.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played.
Aims beyond the defence. Searching pass he's played there.
Borussia Dortmund
are looking to break at pace. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He's beaten the last man. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And he was quick to react. Tries, can he finish?
Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Azar.
Oh, easy pickings there.
Right, Shevchenko.
Cafu cuts out the pass.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more.
Shevchenko! That was superb goalkeeping.
Shevchenko is offering a right smile there.
It's their second corner of the game.
Oh, good effort!
McAllister gets it clear. Fernandez. Juve does have his name on the score sheet, of course. That has not gone well. Mateus. And it's McAllister. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. McAllister.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, now here's a good battle. Big chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Just really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Pass somewhat off target.
Now it's Berbatov.
That's been slipped through.
And he's gone looking for safety.
And he's quick to snatch it back. This is a promising build-up.
Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! And that really should have been that.
Shevchenko has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
So, third corner of the game.
He leaps for it! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
And that has sent him sprawling. Azar!
They're up to 5 corners now. Header comes in! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Substitution on the field. Number 27.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Number 21, Messi. Number 18, Berbatov.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Mbappe. He's one-on-one, and the shot!
15,
And that is wildly off target.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Now that looks a decent ball. So no flag here. And that's been won straight back. Time is running out here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Now it's Geralt. He's shifting through the gears here. That's very neat. Now it's Mbappe.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He's going for goal! He's got away with one there.
Substitutions taking place.
Borussia Dortmund are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Mbappe. Shevchenko. And there's green grass ahead of him. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Linton.
There will be 3 minutes.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Oh, he's bustling through here. Azar. Raul. Great vision. Now this could be a chance.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
And that will be it. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Well, we're on the way. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all... He's having a pop! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. How very smart. He just got it right.
Kimmich really has looked sharp, hasn't he? I get the feeling he fancies himself against this defence now.
So, a breakthrough already.
Koundé cuts out the pass. Kimmich. Stojkovic. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Vardiol. Kimmich. And Stojkovic. Tries to pass it through. He's found the way through. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Shevchenko really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And this is Shevchenko. Oh, great leap! And he's stuck it away. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter.
Shevchenko! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they get themselves in front! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Paris Saint-Germain have their lead.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Maldini. McAllister charging forward, the ball at his feet. McAllister, foot in. It's run loose here. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. That is ended up in no man's land. Vinicius Junior. Vardiol picks it up. Oh, good effort! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. That's a decent clearance. Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. For it. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Now it's Messi. He's going to be disappointed with that. Shevchenko.
Borussia Dortmund are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, easy pickings there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And again! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Referee has just said play on. And it's Messi. Oh, it's come loose. Shevchenko gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Duke unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, good-looking ball.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Played out wide. Can he get it through? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Mateus. Shevchenko. He's a sharp little ball here. He's shifting through the gears here. Cafu did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Messi. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Good effort from distance.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
He's felt that, hasn't he? The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So, into the second half.
Borussia Dortmund can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Chance here to counter. Now it's Shevchenko. Chouameni. And here's Messi. Messi stood his ground strongly. Duke. Zanetti defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Vardiol. Vinicius Junior. And here's Shevchenko. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Great chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, what has happened here? Swings it across.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Thinks of a chance! Oh, good finish! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Paris Saint-Germain go up by 2 and are looking good.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Almost an hour gone. And it's Messi. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Kimmich. Now it's Shevchenko. Stojkovic. That'll be a throw-in.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 14. À sa place.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Duke is in a really good position out wide. And he's had it nicked away. Distributed tidily. Now it's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Borussia Dortmund needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Koundé goes direct. Duke. That's going wide left. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's McAllister. Kimmich is the team's great visionary. And that's gone loose. Stojkovic. And it's Koundé. Quality ball. Knocks it out wide. Tries to play it through. Mbappe. Oh, he's been caught napping. Traoré engages and forces him off the ball. Borussia Dortmund are looking to break at pace. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. And it's Messi. Mateus. That has been cut short. Rijkaard. Kimmich. Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Guardiola. Well, it's more pressure than ball at the moment. McAllister. Akanji can clear it away. Borussia Dortmund have reclaimed it. Guardiola. Now Mbappe. Kimmich. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Mbappe. Guardiola. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's a little off target. Chouameni. Sabani. Paris Saint-Germain clearly now in lead preservation mode. And Shevchenko! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, it is pretty much very little in the way of excuses here. Simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
Chers spectateurs,
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so just... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So that's got things underway. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
It's Bebeto. Mateus tries to pass it through, and he passes it long. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Bebeto. Now it's Odegaard. He's a sharp little ball here. Bebeto was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Neymar.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Neymar. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Pedri. So no chances falling either way for the time being. Mateus. Pedri. And it's Rodri. And it's Ribery. Now it's Bebeto. A probing pass. And he's intervened well there. Deftly away. Odegaard.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he's got... Joe! Terrific effort, just off target.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Cafu. Barcelona have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Rodri. Ribery. Now it's Neymar. Odegaard. It's a searching pass. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Bebeto. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Mateus picked out brilliantly. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Neymar gets into a good position. Rodri tries a measured ball, well read, and the danger is averted, and that should get the job done. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rijkaard. Cafu. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, that's fabulous. No, he refuses to take the bait. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's managed to get free. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Now it's Bebeto. Great defending, strong and determined. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. And it's Odegaard. Now it's Kimmich. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Oh, it's come loose. Ribery herring after the ball here. Now, can they get him away? Hakimi. Here's Rodri. And it's Pedri. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And no, that was never going to make it. Not the most convincing of passes. McAllister. Crosses it in. Cleared without hesitation. Well, that pass isn't the best. This looks... Neymar! And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. The second half is up and running. Both sides defensively robust up to now.
And here's Shevchenko.
Odegaard.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Rodri. Looking to play him in. Goes for a shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Now the ball... Oh, great leap! And he hits the net! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Duke unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, that's a fine interception. Bebeto. That's a decent clearance. That's a good ball out wide.
And Shevchenko.
That's a cute ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's got away. Swings in across. And that's going up front in a hurry. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Oh, he's having a go! That's really well cleared. It's a pretty loose pass. McAllister. Odegaard. Ribery. That ball looks a good one. He has found the way through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, that's a key interception. McAllister, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, it's Bebeto. That's good running with the ball. And Bebeto! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
El dorsal 5, el dorsal 18, Neymar.
Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Messi.
Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. That was good alertness. Borussia Dortmund perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Just eases him off the ball.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength, the sort of desire we hope will spread.
Now it's Bebeto. Oh, nicely intercepted. Courtois gets it away. Now it's Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. Dani Olmo. And he's running. Big chance! Another one of football's and how moments.
Oh, and looking, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Just 5 minutes left.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Drogba. Looking for the run. Messi. He is through here. Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And that's a throw-in. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time, and that has left him in a heap. Well, that looks a decent ball. And that is as much time as there will be. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other, but it wasn't to be, and they're all square. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the overall balance of things, neither did enough to win this, and I think the result is quite fair.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
and
yet to kick
welcome
off.
to Signal
The excitement
Iduna
already
Park.
palpable.
Borussia Dortmund against
The
France.
famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. So it's away we go then. Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows. At the core of his game is winning battles, physical, aerial, mental. To him, winning, however he does it, matters most. McAllister! He's got away with one there. Shevchenko. Oh, nicely intercepted. Edmilson. Stojkovic getting forward. Aims beyond the defence. Cafu. Juve. That is good alertness. Pepe. And Parla. This is a promising build-up. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
No way through. Edmilson. Now it's Musiala. Parla. There's the shot! Goal! France! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
First quarter of an hour gone. Nice bit of trickery. Steaming on goalwards.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now that looks a decent ball. And he cuts out the supply.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Knocks it into space. It's a pretty loose pass. And that has left him in a heap. Quality ball. Zanetti. Now, can they get him away? Juve unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. McAllister's cross, and the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Borussia Dortmund really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find it.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This to be all square. Stoichkovic, not a blink.
Well, any penalty that finds the net is a good penalty, even if that didn't convince.
Borussia Dortmund restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Courtois deals with that nice and simple. Stoichkovic with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength, the sort of desire we hope will spread.
The most accurate pass. Edmilson. Looking for options for movement. Musiala.
Great chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
France with the corner, there first. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Zanetti. We expected better, and so did he. He has found the way through. And Shevchenko! Oh, it's come off the upright. And that was struck with genuine force.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low, too.
And this is Torres. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Mateus. Now it's Shevchenko. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Torres going after that.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's worked it through. And smartly reclaimed. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. Now it's Shevchenko. And he was quick to react. Tala. Musiala. Now it's Maradona. He's found a way through.
Goes for a shot!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Can he get it through? Tries to play it through. Diouf.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
We are into stoppage time. Edmilson. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Torres!
And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
And if you do have a chance today,
Well, it's been
please take
intriguing
some
stuff
time
so
out to give your
far,
support
and it's
to our
1-1 at the
better
break.
stadium
Both
vote.
teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitution in progress.
And that's the second half started.
Diouf. And this is Shevchenko. And he is deftly away. Tala.
Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered.
He's had a shot! It's there!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Oh, good effort! And no mistake! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Borussia Dortmund now in a position far more desirable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency.
Chance! And that would have been some goal.
Fernando Torres certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Maldini calmly anticipates. And here's Shevchenko. There's a sharp little ball here. Now the cross. Towering header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Looking to play him in. Can he get on the end of this? Decent chance! Oh, super goal! About as smooth as it gets. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Chance, surely! And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, it's played into the area. Maradona, and he's intervened well there. Mateus, right, Shevchenko, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Great vision. Shevchenko plays it in. And he's there to belt it away. And it's McAllister. And the shot's on here, and he shoots!
Diouf really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that's a good ball. And the shot! And for a moment, time stood still. Juve. And he plays one through. He leaps for it! He's got to be quick to recover. Oh, he's been caught napping! Maradona does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Maradona is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's shifting through the gears here.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Might be shot at goal! And that's a sharp finish. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
The goal scorer for Borussia
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of it.
Well taken goal.
For Borussia Dortmund, number 20, McAllister. Coming on to replace him is number 4, Joelinton. Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 11.
Borussia Dortmund will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Maradona.
That's good play from him.
He'll try from distance. And that's a real chance missed.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Mateus. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's
Perhaps a shade optimistic. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Juve. Threads one in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
So we have further activity on the bench here. He got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
He's sharing a smile or two as he's leaving the pitch, Peter. I think his contribution is widely appreciated.
Carla. Oh, this looks sharp. Joelinton. Shot. Tries a shot! Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the
and that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Just a quick request today for everybody to please kindly remove any cars parked on the road outside the stadium.
This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness. Win today, and they will be up there amongst the elite. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. So we're up and running. Borussia Dortmund need all the support they can get here. To say this is crucial would be to understate massively.
That's Dembele.
Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Cafu making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Quality ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. He might be in here! Dembele had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
And it's made its way to him. Madueke can clear it away.
Maldini.
Nice sequence of passes, this. And Shevchenko! Denied by an instinctive save.
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Borussia Dortmund with the corner, they're first. And he's there to get it away. Mateus with the cross. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Shevchenko! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Could it be coming? Is it coming? Those fans believe it just might be. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Borussia Dortmund get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? More than half a century of history, the Estadio Morumbis, this gargantuan arena, has borne witness to many a glorious moment for Sao Paulo, both city and club. So straight into the action. Sao Paulo have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. And we're underway.
Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter. He's good going in both directions and has a very impressive engine.
One of those who's become a cult hero for every club he's represented. Famously, of course, 3 years in Catalonia and 1 goal, the winner in a European final.
Yeah, well, who could forget that? But first and foremost, I see him as someone who always puts in an honest shift.
Impressive jump! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing there, A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already.
Bit too much weight on the pass.
Kajolu. And that has left him in a heap. McAllister. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, terrible pass. Couch. He's cut it out. No, that pass has been well intercepted. Right, Shevchenko. Borussia Dortmund leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Right, Shevchenko. He is through here. Shevchenko. Shevchenko plays it in. Rijkaard tries to clear.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
McAllister. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. He has found a way through. He's had a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Stoichkov running with intent. And that could well leave a mark. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Knocks it into space. So no flag here. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Borussia Dortmund always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Shapes to shoot! In he goes again! And there's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
And this is Stoichkov. No way through. Spread out to the left.
Kajolu.
He's on it. Can he get away?
Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, that's neat.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Duke unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, nicely intercepted. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. That's headed upfield. Oh, Red, nice interception. Nicely spread.
Belletti. And here's Stoichkov.
Oh, great feat, that.
Stoichkov making good progress on the right-hand side.
Real chance! Stoichkov with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength, the sort of desire we hope will spread.
McAllister looking to play him in. Saliba gets over and intercepts.
There will be
Rijkaard.
1 minute added time.
It's going wide left.
McAllister will play through for the wide man. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Immediately.
Borussia Dortmund sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. Away we go again. And it's Stoichkov. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nicely weighted ball. Shevchenko looking to receive it in space. Konate kept his eye on it, and he's there. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, that's well spotted. Mateus. Now who's going to be first to this? Zanetti got a long way forward to join the attack. Now that's well seen too.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Looking for options for movement. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Borussia Dortmund clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Can he finish? That's going to go a long way. Rijkaard with the slide tackle there. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now that looks a decent... It's Couch! And he has kept it out somehow.
Couch really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Couch plays it short. De Paul! Straight at the keeper.
De Paul really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank him from there, but there are other options, you know.
Cafu. And Mateus. Played out towards the right wing. Mateus. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That is good alertness. Driving forward. That has been cut short. Now it's Mbappe. And he skips past his man, and it's Kadiolu. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Konate promptly onto that, and that is that. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Driving on and making good progress. It's come backwards here. Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, delightful ball. Pass is just off target. McAllister. Stoichkov. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
That's good play from him.
And he's got away from it. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Mbappe.
That is good progress on the left. They've won a corner.
Substitutions taking place.
It's their second corner of the game.
Valverde goes short.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Oh no, what has happened here?
Really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he's intervened well there.
And it's Thuram.
Can he get it through? Real chance here.
Cafu
Pinches it off him.
Rijkaard. Kajolu. Belletti.
He's free, he has got space. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Rijkaard.
There will be 1 minute added time.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Now, can they get him away? Diouf. And he's managed to get free. Skillfully cut out. And time is up.
Borussia Dortmund
Are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them.
Mateus
Claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Winning lottery numbers.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Borussia Dortmund definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Well, that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy, De Ligt, is very impressive. I mean, how many players get to skipper a top-flight side in their teens? I'm someone who likes to think that I've seen my fair share of defensive greats, but this boy looks to have it all, and if he fulfills his potential, we're in for something special.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And the counter is on. That has not gone well.
Right, Shevchenko.
Now, what about a counter-attack?
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. McAllister.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, that's a key interception.
Rijkaard. Right, Shevchenko. Pinches it off him. Aims beyond the defence.
He's in one-on-one. Goes for a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Borussia Dortmund finding...
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit.
So he's plotting something before playing it in.
Keeper's dealt with that.
Ferran Torres.
He can run onto that. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Aimed at the far side. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Pass somewhat off target.
Jude, this is the time you need that pace.
And he is deftly away. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That looks a decent...
Babayag! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Right, Shevchenko.
No, that's been intercepted.
Borussia Dortmund really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Geralt.
Borussia Dortmund really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find the right run now.
Gets a good foot in there. Rodgers. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Rodgers, and here's Babayag. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Zanetti.
And that interception was most necessary. Rodgers, foot in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Good running, strong and purposeful. Is there any support? He might not need it.
Rodgers
Not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
He's being urged to shoot. Chance! And that was very necessary. Some resolute defending there. Geraldo. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Tries to play it through. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Cafu.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Bernardo Silva. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Half-time with a game to chase.
I'd like to ask you to
you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So off we go again.
Borussia Dortmund can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Rijkaard. Cafu. Great vision. That's a simple one for the keeper. He's shifted it to the flank. Now, can they get him away? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, that looks a good ball through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And the finish! He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Spread out to the left. Conte. Looking for the run. There they go, hunting in tacks. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Rodgers. And he has been fouled there. Alexander-Arnold ready to try one. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Picked out brilliantly. And a chance! Tries one from range. No, just not quite.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Ball's gone out of play. That has been cut short. That's Shevchenko, and the shot! It's bounced back off the post.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, that's a key interception. Cafu. Strong running down that left flank. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
And he thumps it clear. Conte. Now it's Ferran Torres. Rodgers. There he goes, motoring forward. And that's another good win of the ball. And he's being shifted off it. Cafu. No way through. Beraldo. Mateus. 75 minutes played. He's picked his way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 22.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Borussia Dortmund restore parity.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
He's going to be disappointed with that.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Substitution.
And there's Greengrass. Shoots! That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slick. And it's Shevchenko. And he's there to belt it away. Mbappe powering forward here.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Kante.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Shevchenko. Well, they've got it again. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Oh, super ball! And he's looking at the referee. And Messi!
Added time.
He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And that is as much time as there will be. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.